Alright, so you guys have probably seen for the last 3 videos that my audio was kind of weird. And when I mean weird, it wasn't recorded whatsoever, at least game-wise. Now, for some reason, it was recording in-game voice chat completely fine, which is really weird. Now, the reason was actually because I finally got a new sound card for my PC. Now, the number one thing I did not get with this PC that I should have gotten because I didn't know what the actual correct output was my motherboard coming with an SPIF output. Now, you guys probably don't know what SPIF is, but it's probably, you know that little red laser that's coming out of your Xbox under that little flap? That's actually what SPIF is. It's actually what carries Dolby Digital audio. For the longest time, I thought I was getting 7.1 surround sound from this Astro headset, but turns out I was completely wrong, and the USB doesn't actually carry digital audio. It actually just carries normal stereo audio. And in order to actually, get, the full surround sound experience, I would need to, get an actual sound card that has SPIF output. Also, installing that sound card was honestly like the most frightening thing I could have ever done in my entire life. Like I said, I'm very scared of just upgrading anything in my computer because I'm mostly scared of like short-circuiting something or fucking something up. And I will have to upgrade my, graphics card soon because, as you can see, I'm not getting that good FPS in, Call of Duty. So I will probably save up for a graphics card and we'll have to actually install it and everything. And I'm just so fucking scared, dude, because there's like a whole bunch of pinouts and everything. Make sure you have the right voltage and everything. I only got an 800 watt, power supply. Probably my biggest regret is not upgrading the power supply, because if you have a bigger power supply, you can supply more power to bigger graphics cards and everything, and just not having the bigger power supply, being stuck to only 70 series cards, it sucks, but that was the only thing I can really afford at the time because this PC was $3,000. So I'm fine with staying with 70 series cards and everything, but it's still kind of sad. Anyways, back to the sound card. So once I installed the sound card and everything, it was actually pretty easy. All you have to do is install it, install the drivers. It's probably a company named Creative Sound. It gives you 7.1 audio, but the only thing I really cared about it was, the SPIF, output that it delivered. I connected my Astro Mix amp into the back of the card and everything worked fine on my end, but when I recorded gameplay, it would not record the gameplay audio, which I thought was really weird. So I had to go into settings and go into the NVIDIA Shield, I'm pretty sure it's called. Or no, not NVIDIA Shield, it's called NVIDIA Capture or something. NVIDIA made this so complicated to, record what output device you want for your gameplay. Now let me tell you guys what I had to do, okay? So what I use my mix amp for is basically switching between audio. The Astro mix amp that I used has a game and voice, audio dial, where you can dial into either your game audio or to your voice audio, and you can actually use, and different connections have, different, is set to the different audio things. So my USB audio that's coming out of my computer, that's labeled as voice audio, where the SPIF in, where it comes into the mix amp, is the game audio. So my idea was to use certain applications with the USB audio and certain applications with, the sound card audio. That way I can use, let me show you guys. So you guys see the mix amp right here, right? As you can see, one says game, one says voice. Right now I have it set in the middle because I'm listening to, music right now, but that's what I usually do for most of these videos. But right now I have audio coming from the USB and from the SPIF. And what it was doing was actually recording video only through the USB. Luckily, the lowest 3 videos I wasn't, listening to, music like I am now. And I had my USB set to the voice chat audio. So then I had to go through the most complicated process ever in Windows, where you had to use the Windows sound mixer or whatever, where you can only select different audio properties to where it can only recognize a certain audio device. So once I figured out everything else, I finally got everything set up and everything's working fine, hopefully. But dude, audio is such an annoying thing to handle. I think anyone who has done content creation can understand that audio, it can get fucked up so easily. But the thing I'm most, angry about was the NVIDIA screen capturing software that I use. Like, why is it so complicated just to figure out the audio output device? And that's not even through the NVIDIA, screen capture software that NVIDIA provides. It's only, I had to use Windows to, select the audio settings. And is this the Black Ops 1 map? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I've never played this on Black Ops 6. This is gonna be amazing. Hold up. Trick shot! Oh. Okay, it wasn't really a trick shot. I just kind of fucking hit the ground and just spun all over the place. But yeah, advice as a content creator, make sure your audio settings are alright. There was once time I scrapped a whole entire video because it used my webcam audio. And if you guys know how webcams sound, it's not good. Anyway guys, see you guys later. Bye.